Welcome to another story, His First Flight, from Two Stories About Flying. His first flight is about a young bird having a full on panic attack before learning to fly. The story shows how fear can stop us from doing things even when we are fully capable. A little seagull is too scared to take his first flight while his family becomes his strict but clever motivation team. In the end, hunger, courage, and a little push teaches him an important lesson in life. Sometimes the only way to learn to do something is just to stop overthinking. In this case, it was just stop overthinking and fly. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. A seagull is a type of bird that usually lives near the sea or the ocean. It has long wings, white or gray feathers, and a very loud call. And ledge means a narrow, flat surface that is protruding out, or it is sticking out from a wall or a cliff. In this case, it is a cliff or mountain. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away the day before. He had been afraid to fly with them. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink of the ledge and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. Brink means the edge or the border of something, especially a steep place like a cliff or a dangerous situation. Flap means to move something up and down quickly, especially the wings or the arms. Usually, the birds will flap their wings and they will fly away. His two brothers and his sisters had already flown away, so उसके दो भाई और एक बहन पिछले दिन ही उड़कर चले गए थे। वो उनके साथ उड़ने से डर रहा था। जब उसने लेश के किनारे की तरफ थोड़ी सी दौड़ लगाई और अपने पंखों को फ्लैप किया, फड़फड़ाने की कोशिश की, तो तब वो डर गया और नहीं उड़ पाया। The great expanse of the sea stretched down beneath, and it was such a long way down, miles down. He felt certain that his wings would never support him, so he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. नीचे समुंदर बहुत दूर तक फैला हुआ था और नीचे काफ़ी गहराई थी, कई कई माइल्स तक थी। उसे यकीन था कि उसके जो पंख थे वो उसका वज़न सँभाल ही नहीं पाएँगे और वो नीचे गिर जाएगा। इसीलिए उसने अपना सिर झुका लिया और लेज के नीचे वाली छोटी-सी सुराख की तरफ भाग गया जहाँ वो रात को सोता था। इट मीन्स इट वाज़ हिज़ ओन फियर एंड सेल्फ डाउट which was preventing him from learning to fly. Although he had big wings, but still he didn't have the courage to fly. Even when each of his brothers and his little sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, ran to the brink, flapped their wings, and flew away, overcoming their own fears, he failed to muster up courage to take that plunge, which appeared to him so desperate. Muster up courage means to gather or build enough bravery to do something difficult or very frightening. So here the bird himself was failing to gather bravery, to show courage, to take this leap. Plunge means to jump, fall, or move quickly into something, often into water or from a height. So he was very afraid to take this plunge. It was a very high place where he was sitting on the ledge and he feared that he will fall. And desperate means feeling hopeless or very worried or willing to do something just because you have to do. जब उसके दोनों भाई और छोटी बहन जिनके पंख उससे भी छोटे थे लेज के किनारे तक दौड़ के आए और अपने पंखों को फड़फड़ा के वो दोनों उड़ गए तब भी वो हिम्मत नहीं गैदर कर पाया और वो उस डरावनी छलांग को नहीं ले पाया सो ही रिमेन confined on the ledge only. His father and mother had come around, calling to him shrilly, upbraiding him, threatening to starve, to let him starve on his ledge unless he flew away, but for the life of him he could not so he could not move. Shrilly means in a very high pitched, loud, and sharp sound. Upbraiding means scolding or criticizing someone angrily for something they did wrong. Starve means to suffer or become very weak because of not having enough food. For the life of him means no matter how hard he tried, he could not just take the plunge. उसके माता और फादर पिता दोनों ही उसके पास आए और तेज आवाज में उसे बुलाने लगे, उसे डांटने लगे और धमकी भी देने लगे कि अगर वो उड़कर नहीं गया तो उसे लेज पर ही भूखा छोड़ दिया जाएगा लेकिन चाहे जितनी भी कोशिश की जाए वो लेज से हिल ही नहीं पाया. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody approached him. It means he was left there on the ledge for the past 24 hours. Nobody had come The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister, perfecting them in the art of flight, teaching them how to skim the waves and how to dive. It means they were learning all the different activities of flying, but his parents and his brothers and sister never came near to him. Skim the waves means to move quickly and lightly over the ocean water. ये बात 24 घंटे पहले की थी, यानी इस बात को 24 आवर्स बीत चुके थे। तब से कोई भी उसके पास नहीं आया था। पिछले दिन पूरे दिन उसने अपने माता और पिता को अपने भाई-बहन के साथ उड़ते हुए देखा, जो उन्हें उड़ने की कला सिखा रहे थे। जैसे लहरों के ऊपर हल्की उड़ान भरना और मछली पकड़ने के लिए पानी में डाइव लगाना। These were the different techniques which the children were learning from the parents. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring and devour it, standing on a rock, while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle. Now, what happens next? That he even watched his own older brother catching his first herring fish and devour it. Herring is a type of small silver colored fish that lives in the sea and is often eaten by the larger fish, birds, and humans. And devour means to eat something very quickly and eagerly, often because of very strong hunger. So the bird was devouring the fish, and he was watching quietly from the ledge because he didn't dare to take the plunge and learn to flap his wings and fly. Proud cackle means a loud, happy, and proud sound or laugh often made to show excitement or pride. उसने अपने बड़े भाई को पहली बार एक हेरिंग मछली पकड़ते हुए और बड़े भाई को पत्थर पर खड़े होकर उस मछली को खाते हुए देखा था, जबकि उसके माता और पिता उसके आसपास घूमते हुए गर्व से आवाज कर रहे थे। बड़े भाई के आसपास घूम रहे थे और उसके आसपास प्राउड कैकल कर रहे थे, because they were proud that he learned to fly. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him with his cowardice. Now the next what happens the next morning, the whole family, they were on the plateau. It means that he was left alone. Nobody was coming nearer to him. Plateau means a flat raised area of land that is higher than the surrounding land. And taunting means in a teasing or mocking way, to mock someone in a very hurtful way. So अब उस पूरी सुबह उसका पूरा परिवार सामने वाली चट्टान के बीच के बड़े प्लेट्यू पर इधर उधर घूमता रहा। दे वॉकड अबाउट ऑन द प्लेट्यू मीन्स दे मूव्ड अराउंड और दे वॉन्डर्ड ऑन द प्लेट्यू, और उसके डरपोकपन का मजाक उड़ाता रहा, उसको टॉन्ट करता रहा। The sun was now ascending the sky, blazing on his ledge that faced the south. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Ascending means ऊपर उठना, blazing means बहुत तेज चमकना या जलना, ledge means चट्टान जो कि बाहर की तरफ निकला हुआ था, and previous nightfall means पिछली रात होने के समय से, sunset के बाद से। He had not eaten anything. सूरज अब आसमान में ऊपर चढ़ रहा था और उसकी तेज रोशनी उस लेच की ओर पड़ रही थी जो कि साउथ की तरफ फेसिंग थी। उससे गर्मी महसूस हो रही थी क्योंकि उसने पिछली रात से कुछ भी नहीं खाया था, सो ही वॉज वेरी वीक एंड ही वॉज नॉट एबल टू टॉलरेट द हीट ऑफ द सन ऑल्सो, एज ही वॉज स्टक इन द सेम ledge. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge and, standing on one leg, with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye, then the other, and pretended to be falling asleep. Still, they took no notice of him. Now, next, what he was doing, he was just trying to gain attention of his family members. He pretended to fall asleep. He was standing on one leg, and then he hid the other leg under his wing, and he closed both the eyes. But still, the family members ignored him because they wanted him to learn to fly. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads sunk into their necks. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Only his mother was looking at him. She was standing on the little high hump on the plateau, her white breast thrust forward. प्रीनिंग मीन्स अपने फेदर्स को साफ और ठीक करना। बर्ड्स अपनी बीक से अपने फेदर्स को क्लीन और अरेंज करते हैं। सो द फादर वॉज प्रीनिंग हिज फेदर्स। हम्प मीन्स छोटा या फिर कोई ऊंचा उभार। इट इज़ लाइक अ माउंड एट अ place. So the mother was standing on the hump, from where she was carefully observing the seagull, who was very much afraid to take the plunge and learn to fly. सो द सीगल, लोनली सीगल, उसने देखा कि उसके दो भाई और एक बहन प्लेट्यू पर लेटकर डोज कर रहे थे, बिकॉज दे वर टायर्ड मे बी आफ्टर द फ्लाइंग। और हल्की सी नींद ले रहे थे और उनके सर उनकी गर्दन के अंदर धंसे हुए थे। दिस इज़ द यूजुअल वे द बर्ड्स विल फॉल asleep। उसके फादर अपनी पीठ के सफ़ेद फेदर्स को प्रीन कर रहे थे, यानी कि साफ कर रहे थे, ठीक कर रहे थे। सिर्फ उसकी मदर ही थी जो उसकी तरफ देख रही थी। वो प्लेट्यू पर एक छोटे से ऊंचे उभार पर खड़ी थी और उनका जो सफ़ेद चेस्ट था वो आगे की तरफ निकला हुआ था। शी वॉज स्टैंडिंग इन अ पर्टिकुलर पोजिशन ऑन द hump and from there she was observing the seagull. He was also observing the whole family who were busy with their own work. When she was standing on the little high hump, the mother seagull was standing proudly and confidently as suggested by her way of standing. Her posture showed strength and authority and control. She was watching the young seagull carefully, encouraging him to become brave. It creates a contrast between the fearful young seagull and the confident mother. This description will help us understand that the mother wanted her children to learn flying and become independent, and she was ready to do anything for making the child to learn. Now and again she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet, and then scraped each side of a beak on the rock. The sight of the food maddened him. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to wet it. फिर बीच बीच में उसकी मदर अपने पैरों के पास पड़े फिश के टुकड़ों को टीयर कर रही थी, छोटे छोटे पीसेस में काट रही थी और फिर अपनी बीक को पत्थर पर दोनों तरफ से स्क्रैप कर रही थी, यानी रगड़ रही थी। खाने को देखकर यंग सीगल बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड हो गया और बेचैन भी हो गया। उसे भी इसी तरह खाना तोड़-तोड़ कर खाना बहुत पसंद था। वो भी कभी-कभी अपनी चोंच को, अपनी बीक को पत्थर पर रगड़कर उसे वेट करता था, यानी कि शार्पन करता था, यानी कि ही वाज़ डूइंग this activity to sharpen his beak. Birds will sharpen their beak to catch and kill their prey easily. Ga ga ga, he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Gaw cool ah, she screamed back derisively, but he kept calling plaintively, and after a minute or so he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of fish and was flying across to him with it. Now what happened? He was crying. ही वॉज बेगिंग, वो भीख मांग रहा था, वो रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा था अपनी मदर से। डेरिसिवली मीन्स मजाक उड़ाते हुए, इन अ टीजिंग वे। प्लेंटिवली मीन्स दुखी और विनम्र आवाज में। सो मदर वॉज स्पीकिंग इन अ डेरिसिवली वे एंड द चाइल्ड वॉज रिक्वेस्टिंग इन अ प्लेंटिवली वे। एंड फ्लाइंग अक्रॉस मीन्स वो उड़कर उसकी तरफ आ रही थी। सो यंग सीगल गागा करके अपनी मदर से खाना मांग रहा था। वो उससे रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा था कि उसके लिए थोड़ा सा फूड ले आए, लेकिन उसकी मदर ने गो कोल आह करके जवाब दिया, जो थोड़ा डेरिसिवली टोन में था, मतलब मजाक उड़ाने की टोन में था, जैसे वो कह रही हो कि खुद ही फ्लाई करके आओ और ले लो। फिर भी सीगल बार बार दुखी और विनम्र आवाज में पुकारता रहा। कुछ देर बाद उसने खुशी से जोर से आवाज निकाली, क्योंकि उसकी मदर फिश का एक टुकड़ा अपनी बीक में उठाकर उसकी तरफ उड़कर आ रही थी। He was very happy at this sight. He leaned out eagerly, tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer to her as she flew across. But when she was just opposite to him, she halted, her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. यंग सीगल बहुत ईगरली, उत्सुकता और एक्साइटमेंट से अपनी मदर की तरफ बढ़ने लगा। वो अपने पैरों से पत्थर को टैप कर रहा था, धीरे धीरे पत्थर को ठोक रहा था। जब उसकी मदर उसकी तरफ उड़कर आ रही थी, लेकिन जब वो उसके बिल्कुल सामने पहुंची तो अचानक रुक गई। माँ के विंग्स मोशनलेस थे और फिश का टुकड़ा उनकी बीक में था, जो यंग सीगल की चोंच के बहुत पास था, लगभग पहुंचने जितना पास था। So this was what was happening, that he saw his mother approaching towards him with the fish in her beak, and he became very happy. He thought that he will get food, but that didn't happen. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, and then, maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. With a loud scream, he fell outward and downward into space. Then a monstrous terror seized him, and his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread out. यंग सीगल एक पल के लिए हैरान होकर रुक गया और सोचने लगा कि उसकी मदर और उसके पास क्यों नहीं आ रही हैं। फिर भूख से बहुत ज़्यादा परेशान होकर वो फिश की तरफ झपटा, जो कि उसकी मदर की बीक में था। लेकिन ज़ोर से चीखते हुए वो लेज से बाहर और नीचे खाली स्पेस में गिर गया। उस समय उसे बहुत डर लगा, मॉन्स्ट्रस टेरर महसूस हुआ और लगा जैसे उसका दिल रुक गया हो। उसे खुद भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था, कुछ भी सुनाई नहीं दे रहा था। पर ये डर सिर्फ 1 मिनट तक रहा। अगले ही पल उसने महसूस किया कि उसके विंग्स स्प्रेड आउट हो गए हैं, खुल गए हैं, which was very natural for a bird. The bird immediately learns to fly when it takes the plunge. This happened with this bird also. The wind rushed against his breast feathers, then under his stomach and against his wings. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring gradually downwards and outwards. He was no longer feeling fear, and he was only feeling little bit dizzy. हवा उसके सीने के परों से टकरा रही थी, फिर उसके पेट के नीचे और पंखों से भी बहते हुए जा रही थी। उसे महसूस हुआ कि उसके पंख के किनारे हवा को काट रहे हैं और अब वो सीधा सर के बल नहीं गिर रहा था। अब वो धीरे-धीरे नीचे और बाहर की तरफ सोर कर रहा था, यानी ग्लाइड कर रहा था हवा में। अब उसे डर नहीं लग रहा था, उसे बस अब थोड़ा-सा डिज़ी यानी थोड़ा-सा चक्कर जैसा महसूस हो रहा था। Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga ga ga, ga ga ga, ga cool ah. His mother swooped past him, her wings making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him, curveting and banking and soaring and diving. Shoot past means तेज गति से पास से उड़कर निकल जाना. So the mother swooped past the young seagull. फिर यंग सीगल ने अपने पंख एक बार फ्लैप किए, जोर से हिलाए और वो ऊपर की तरफ उड़ने लगा. He soared upwards. So basically he learned the technique of flying by flapping his wings. उसकी मदर गा गा गौ कोल आह की आवाज़ निकालते हुए उसके पास से सूप करती हैं, मतलब बहुत ही तेज़ गति से उड़ के निकल जाती हैं, बिकॉज शी वॉज अ एक्सपर्ट इन फ्लाइंग. उसकी मदर की पंखों की आवाज़ भी बहुत तेज़ थी. मीन्स हर feather had lot of energy. With lot of energy she was flapping her wings and producing lot of noise. So the young seagull ने भी खुशी से चीखकर वापस मदर को जवाब दिया. फिर उसके फादर भी उसके ऊपर से उड़कर ज़ोर ज़ोर से आवाज़ करते हुए निकल जाते हैं. एंड द फैमिली वॉज वेरी सपोर्टिव ऑफ हिम. उसने देखा कि उसके दोनों ब्रदर्स और सिस्टर उसके आसपास उड़ रहे थे. दे वर फ्लाइंग अलॉन्ग विद हिम. वो हवा में करवेटिंग, गोल गोल या फिर कर्व मूवमेंट में उड़े. फिर बैंकिंग मतलब एक साइड झुक कर मुड़ गए और आसानी से हवा में ग्लाइड कर रहे थे, सोर कर रहे थे, और डाइविंग यानी बहुत तेज गति से नीचे की तरफ जा रहे थे. These were the different flying techniques which the brothers and sister were showing him. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly, and commended himself to dive and soar and curve, shrieking shrilly. Now he also forgot that he was very fearful of flight. फिर यंग सीगल पूरी तरह भूल गया कि वो पहले उड़ नहीं पाता था. अब वो खुद को कमेंडेड यानी अपनी प्रशंसा कर रहा था, अपने आप को एप्रिशिएट कर रहा था और खुशी से नीचे की तरफ डाइव कर रहा था, या फिर आसानी से हवा में सोर कर रहा था और मुड़कर उड़ रहा था, कर्व कर रहा था. वो तेज़ और पतली आवाज़ में ज़ोर-ज़ोर से चीख रहा था. He was shrieking shrilly. So he was basically showing his excitement and his joy that he finally overcame his fear, and now he was flying along with his entire family. Initially, he was feeling sad because he was not able to fly. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little ridges moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. Ridges means small raised lines or the waves on the surface. Chord means make a bird-like sound such as a caw or ka-ka. Amusedly means with enjoyment, fun or happiness. So all these lines shows that the seagull was feeling very happy. अब वो महासागर के बिल्कुल पास था और सीधा उसके ऊपर उड़ रहा था. सीधा महासागर की तरफ उड़ते हुए देख भी रहा था. उसने नीचे एक बहुत बड़ा हरा महासागर देखा जिसमें छोटी-छोटी लहरों जैसी लाइंस हिल रही थी. उसने अपनी चोंच एक तरफ घुमाई और खुशी से उसने जोर-जोर से आवाज़ निकाली. He was basically now flying over the ocean. At this moment, the young seagull feels happy, excited, and confident. Earlier, he was scared to fly, but now he is flying freely over the sea. He feels amazed by the beautiful view of the vast ocean below him. His amused caw shows that he is enjoying the experience and feeling proud of himself for overcoming his fear. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. So his brothers, two brothers, one sister, and his parents had also landed on that green फ्लोर। beckoning मीन्स हाथ या सिग्नल से बुलाना, shrilly मीन्स बहुत तेज और पतली आवाज में, एंड dropped his legs मतलब अपने पैरों को नीचे करना। उसके पेरेंट्स, टू ब्रदर्स और एक सिस्टर उसके आगे उस हरे से सरफेस पर उतर चुके थे। वो उसे भी बुला रहे थे और तेज आवाज में पुकार रहे थे। सीगल ने समंदर पर खड़े होने के लिए अपने पैर नीचे किए, लेकिन उसके पैर पानी में धंस गए। डर के मारे वो जोर से चिल्लाया और फिर अपने पंख तेज तेज हिलाते हुए वो उड़ने की कोशिश करने लगा। So basically, he got afraid that he will drown in the sea. But he was tired and weak with hunger and he could not rise, exhausted by the strange exercise. So, what was the strange exercise? Earlier, he was not flying. Now, since he learned to fly, it was very much causing exertion for him. वो पहले से ही भूख की वजह से वीक और टायर्ड था और ऊपर से उसने बार बार विंग्स फ्लैप करने की कोशिश की, जिस के लिए उसको बहुत एनर्जी उसकी उसमें निकल गई। उसने पहले कभी प्रॉपर्ली फ्लाई किया भी नहीं था, इसलिए उसके लिए ये एक्टिविटी नई थी और बार-बार ट्राई करने से उसकी एनर्जी और भी जल्दी ख़त्म हो गई और भूख की वजह से वो ऑलरेडी बहुत ही वीक फील कर रहा था। दैट इज़ व्हाई ही वाज़ फीलिंग वेरी एग्ज़ॉस्टेड एंड ही सिंपली लैंडेड इन द सी। His feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank no further. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. He had made his first flight. Now, this is the scene when, after learning to fly, when he landed into the green sea where his feet sank. When the young seagull tried to land on the green sea, he was very scared at first, naturally. His feet went into the water, then his stomach touched it, but he did not sink any further. Instead, he floated on the surface of the sea. At that moment, he realized he was safe and that he will not drown. His family came around him, making loud, happy sounds. They were praising him for his bravery and success. They also offered him pieces of fish, dogfish, with their beaks as a reward because they also knew that he was very hungry. This shows that he had finally succeeded. He had made his first flight. This paragraph shows the success and transformation of the young seagull who was afraid and weak in the beginning. He finally gathered courage, he flew, and then he realized that he can also fly and survive. His fear disappears, and his family celebrates this great achievement of the little seagull. So, this brings us to the end of this story.